Hi everybody, thank you for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.com. Today we are making this really beautiful gift box. I just think it looks really pretty and very professional, and it is so easy to make. This is all hand stamped. I'm going to show you how to do it. This is just a belly band that slides off. This was actually made for one of my team members who was celebrating her first anniversary as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So I always like to send her a card and a little gift. So she received this gorgeous box, and inside the lid just slides off like that, and inside there was a little treat, some Stampin' Up goodies in there for her. But it's a really pretty box, and it's, I don't know if it comes up on camera, but it just looks really classy. It's quite good size actually. It's 3.5 inches by 5 inches by an inch deep, so you can get a lot in there. It would be perfect for jewellery in the coming up to Christmas. Chocolate truffles, those sort of things would also fit really nicely in here, and I bet it's also probably quite a good size for tea lights, those sort of things as well. So let me stop talking and I will show you exactly how I made it. Right, oh, I forgot to pick up my paper, but we're going to start and do some stamping. This is a piece of Whisper White cardstock. It measures 5 inches by, it measures 6 1/16 by 7 5/16, so just a tiny bit bigger than 6 inches and a tiny bit bigger than 7 and 7.5 inches in the other direction. So we are going to start using Cheers to the Year stamp set, and we're going to use these two beautiful circles. It's obviously a Christmas stamp set, but definitely doesn't need just to be for Christmas. This one we did in Sweet Sugar Plum and Fresh Fig, but we'd stick within colours, but we're going to do Tranquil Tide and we're going to do Lemon Lime Twist. So we're going to start with Tranquil Tide, and we're going to use this one first, this sort of starbursty shape. I'm just going to ink that up, and here we go. You've seen me do this many times before. We're just going to very randomly stamp this all over a cardstock. One more there, I think that's okay. Maybe a little bit more here, and one there. Okay, perfect. Put that ink pad away, and now I'm going to bring in Lemon Lime Twist, which is probably the most controversial colour of all of the colours in the new catalogue. People, of the new ink colours, people either love it or hate it. I think I'm in the love fan, and I'm just going to come back and do some overlapping Lemon Lime Twist circles. This was a bit of an experimental colour actually, but I quite like the way it's turned out. There we go, I think that's okay. Perfect. Just pop that ink away for the moment. Ooh, knock my lamp. Okay, now we are going to do some scoring. I don't have a stylus at the moment, it has vanished completely, so I'm going to use my bone folder to score, which isn't ideal, but we will make it work. And remember, all of the measurements, I'm just going to lift you up a little bit, all of the measurements will be over on craftycarolinecreates.com, so if you miss writing any of them down, you can pop over there and see that. So we are going to score this at 1/2 inch and 1 1/4 inches on all 4 sides. So start at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4 inch, and spin it round. 1/2 inch, 1 1/4 inches, 1/2 inch, 1 1/4 inches, and our last one at 1/2 inch and 1 1/4 inches. Okay, just like that. Then I also have another piece of gorgeous Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. This measures 5 by 6 1/4 inches. We're going to score this at 3/4 inch on all 4 sides. So 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch. I do miss my stylus. I need to get one pronto. 3/4 of an inch, okay? Just trying to resist putting in an order just for a stylus. Seems a bit frivolous. I'm sure I could buy some other things as well, but yeah. So very quickly, we're just going to fold and burnish those score lines. Okay, I'm going to do the lid as well. Oh, I like those colours together actually. And last one, just there. Okay, so we'll make up the base first, as that is the simplest. Let me just come down a little bit. There we go. And we are going to snip up each corner like this. Sorry, the light's not brilliant. The days are already starting to get a bit shorter, aren't they? So where a few weeks ago I'd be filming at this time and it would still be really quite bright, now it's actually nearly dark. Yeah, autumn won't be long, will it? Right. So just cut up each of those 4 corners and then I've just notched them out. What we're going to do to the lid, slightly different. You've probably seen me do this before. This just reinforces our lid, gives it a lot more strength, and I think makes it look an awful lot more professional. So in each corner, we're going to cut up across 1 score line and 2 score lines. Can you see? Yeah. And then we're going to do the same here. Okay. And then we're going to cut off the very corner, double strip, cut off this corner, strip like that. So we're left with an L shape that we've taken out and a little flap, and then just going to notch off each end here, and the little flap we're also going to notch out a wee bit too. So we're left with something that looks like that on the corner, and we're going to repeat that on all 4 corners. So you can see me do it again if you missed that one. We cut off the bottom there, cut off here, and then up there, snip, and snip. There you go, so that's 2 corners done. Flip it round and we can do the same on this corner. Okay, take that L off there. Snip that off there, there. Cool, and just end up by snipping off here. Okay, so that's the sort of shape we are left with after we have done all of our cutting and trimming. Okay. Now we're going to build these 2 up. So let's do the base again, as that is the easiest. I'm going to fold over those 4 flaps, and I'm going to put a little bit of fuse on each of those. Okay, one there, and one there. Okay, and then just fold your box up, pressing those on the inside, and voila, there is our base, beautifully made. For our top, we're going to do a little bit more detail. What we're going to do is fold those 4 flaps in again and put some fuse on the back of each of those. Okay, and then we're just going to run our tape along each of these 4 flaps here. And this last one here too. Okay, now fold up your corners just like we did for the base. So your box is made up, but you've got these 4 sort of flappy bits sticking up. Okay, and then just press these down And what this does is just gives you a nice reinforced edge. And just get your bone folder in and you can just press those down to make sure that they are nicely sealed. And it really helps with that professional finish. And you've got a really nice, pretty and strong box, okay? And then this is the moment of truth. Got my measurements spot on and it just slides over perfectly. Okay, now to decorate it, this one obviously it was for Sue's first anniversary, so I put first anniversary there, but I thought we'd still use the everyday label punch, which is the punch I made for this shape, but we'd use the matching stamp sets. Now this is Merry Little Labels, which coordinates perfectly with the everyday label punch, and they do bundle together, this set, and you save 10%. But I thought we'd take the Just For You, because it's not just for Christmas, is it? So a bit of Whisper White cardstock and some Lemon Lime Twist ink again. I'm just going to ink that up, stamp that down, there we go. My punch, I had it a second ago, here it is, and then we can just punch this out. I'm a bit far from the edge, so I'm just going to trim that off. Slide that in. And I've said it before if you've watched some of my other videos or read my blog, but this Merry Little Labels is a great stamp set because it is a Stampin' Up! Christmas sentiment set where every sentiment works for us here in the UK. There's no happy holidays, nothing like that. It's all really useful sentiments. So just popped out Just For You. And I've also got a scrap of matching Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. And I've just pushed out another hole and I'm punched out another punched shape. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of fuse on the back of each of those. And then we're just going to layer that on top. So we just get a little bit sneaking out. There we go. And then I've dropped it on the floor, so I'll pick it up. Tranquil Tide ribbon. And we're just going to use glue dots. I was going to use glue dots, but I can't see where they are. I've had a really good tidy up to try and find my stylus, but obviously too good to tidy up. Here we go. Things are where they should be. So I'm just going to stick that on there. Bring in my box. We're going to pull the ribbon round. Go, just get that nice and straight. Now you want to keep it taut, but not too taut so that it there we go, taut so that it is not going to slide off, but not too taut that you can't slide it off easily. Another glue dot, just pull that round, and then just to neaten up that back, I'm going to punch out another label, and we put some Tombow on the back, and we're just going to stick that over the centre, and that just give it a minute to dry. That just hides all of that ribbon join, etc. Okay, give that a second, then you can slide off your belly band, flip it round because we just ribbon. We'll straighten out, there we go, just pull that straight, and then we can slide it back on. And there we go, two what I think are just really, really beautiful, very elegant and very simple to make gift boxes. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this is a box you find is a really useful size, as I do. If you want to buy any Stampin' Up! Products, you can do that over on craftycarolinecreates.com. And if you've got any questions, you can get in touch via their website too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.